Factorizing quadratic expressions using the head, belly, and tail method. What is the head, belly, and tail method? Continue viewing this video, you will find out. Now, the first example we will look at is the quadratic expression x squared plus 7x plus 12. Good. Using the head, belly, and tail method, this is what we will do. First thing we will do is to write our head and write our tail. So that is the first thing we will do. What is our head? X squared. What is our tail? Plus 12. A positive 12. So what is the next step? The coefficient of this squared term here, the coefficient of x squared is 1. So this is what we will do. And that we call the face. So the face here is 1. I multiply that by the tail, which is 12. And that will give us 12. Good. So the next thing we will do, our aim, is to expand the belly. Now the belly is 7x. We would like to have two terms from this. Good. So we will find factors of 12 in pairs. So the first thing we will write 1 multiplied by 12. How else can we get 12? 2 multiplied by 6. We have 3 multiplied by 4. Our aim, when we multiply the left side by the right side, we must get 12. If we add them, when we add them rather, we must get our belly, which is 7x here. Now these numbers here represent coefficients of x. If we had y squared plus 7y plus 12, then the numbers here would represent coefficients of y. But in this example, we are using x. So 1 by 12 will give us 12. Correct. But can we add this to get 7? No. That is out. 2 multiplied by 6. Remember, two conditions we have to satisfy. When we multiply them, we must get 12, and then we add the middle term. So 2 multiplied by 6 will give us 12. 2 plus 6 will give us 8. We can't use this. Or if we say 6 take 2, it will give us 4. So we cannot use this. Out goes you. Alright. So we have 3 multiplied by 4. This looks good. We will multiply this, we get 12. And if we add them, 3 plus 4, we get 7. So we can use this. So like I said before, these numbers here represent the coefficients of x. So this is what we will do. This, remember, positive 3 and a positive 4 will give us positive 7. So this is what we will write. Plus 3x plus 4x. So now we have 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the belly, 7x, has been extended. Notice that it is still 7x. 3x plus 4x will give us 7x. It's just that we expanded it. Good. So the next thing we will do is to group, because we are about to factorize. Continue viewing this video to to find out how we will do so. So we group. What is our next step? Alright, so we have x squared plus 3x in this group. So we look to see there's a common factor here. X can go into x squared, also x can go into 3x. So x is a common factor. Next thing we ask ourselves, x multiplied by what will give me x squared? Yes, you are correct. X multiplied by x will give you x squared. Then we must get 3x. So this is what we write. X by what will give me 3x? 3. So we're going on now. We have 4x and we have 12. What is the common factor here? 4. 4 can go into 4x, also 4 can go into 12. So we write our 4. 4 multiplied by what will give us 4x? Yes, 4 multiplied by x. And if we look to the left, to the left, to the left, look to the left and see what you see. Alright, now the terms in the bracket here must be the same as in this bracket. So if you end up with something else, boom, incorrect. So here we have x plus 4 multiplied by what will give us 12? 3. So notice that x plus 3, x plus 3. Now let us continue. Close off the question. So here we have x plus 3, x plus 3, they are common factors. So we just x plus 3 and we have x plus 4. Question 1 is finished. And this is what we call the product of two binomial expressions. Very, very easy. But number 2, the belly is negative. The coefficient of x here is negative 7. Will this be the same as question 1? Will the working be the same as question 1? And since we're at this, look at number 3. Number 3, the tail is a negative. The constant here is negative 4. So will number 3 be the same as number 2? And will they both be the same as number 1? Now continue looking and let us find out. We will work the second question. So question 2, we have x squared minus 7x plus 6. Again, we write our head first and we write our tail. So our head is x squared and our tail is positive 6. What else we do? We look at the belly. The belly here is negative 7x. So our aim here, like I said before, is to expand negative 7x. How we do that? The face here is 1. Coefficient of x squared is what I call the face. So the face here is 1. And the tail is a positive 6. So 1 multiplied by 6 will give us 6. Now we will find factors of 6 in pairs, starting with 1. We have 1 by 6. Does this satisfy the condition? When we multiply it, we get 6. Correct. Now, can we add this to get negative 7? Let us try. 1 plus 6 would give us 7. But we need to get a negative 7. So this is what we will do. If I write a negative and I write another negative here, let us try this again to see if it satisfies both conditions. Negative 1 multiplied by negative 6 will give us a positive 6. Correct. Let us add them to see if we get negative 7. Negative 1 added to negative 6 will give us negative 7. But wait, very often students get confused with this. To make this simple, look at it this way. I owe somebody $1 and I owe them $6 more. Now, how many do I owe? I owe 1, I owe 6, I owe 7. So the more you owe is the more you owe and then keep adding, right? So let us continue with our question. So we use this. Remember, these are coefficients of x. So this is what we write. Minus, I will write the 1 here so you will be able to understand. But really it is minus x minus 6x. So again, this is just an expansion of the middle term, the belly, negative 7x. So negative 1x or negative x, negative 6x will give us that. So let us continue with our working. So we group. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So remember I wrote this one for you to see exactly because this is the next problem students have. For those of you who have been emailing me, thank you for your support. Thank you for your encouragement. Do continue to share because you never know, you will be helping somebody to understand this beautiful subject. All right, so we have a common factor here, x. X can go into x squared, also x can go into negative x. So this is what we have. X multiplied by what will give me x squared? X. X multiplied by what will give us negative x. All right, it is negative 1. The next thing we will do, what is the common factor here? 6. So negative 6 by what will give us negative 6x? Again, what is in this bracket must be here. But just don't write it, just work towards it. Okay, just in case you make a mistake, you would want to, because sometimes you would end up with the correct answer with the wrong working. So ensure that you understand it, but they must be the same. So negative 6 by x is negative 6x. Negative 6 by what will give us positive 6. Alright, so a negative 6 multiplied by a negative 1 will give us a positive 6. And note, they are the same. Alright, so we have the common factor here is x minus 1. And we have x minus 6. So this is our answer. But for number 3, the tail is negative 3x squared plus x minus 4. And if you notice the face is not 1 as in questions 1 and 2. The face is times 3. Will the working be the same? Let us find out. Alright, so for the third example, we have our quadratic expression 3x squared plus x minus 4. By now, you know what you have to do. So the first thing, we write our head and we write our tail. What is our head? Yes, you got it correct. 3x squared. What is the tail? Yes, you got it correct. It is minus 4. Again, our aim is to expand the belly in order for us to have 4 terms. So, the face here is the coefficient of x squared, so we have 3. Multiply by the tail is negative 4, so we have negative 12. So factors of 12 would be what? We have 1 by 12. 1 multiplied by 12 will give me 12, but we want to have a negative 12. So whether we put the negative down here or at the 12, we will end up with a negative 12, but we will not get 1. So we cannot use this. Next, 2 multiplied by 6. If I write a negative 2 and I multiply it by a positive 6, I will get a negative 12. But when I add the 2, I will not get a positive 1. So that cannot work. Next, 3 multiplied by 4. I must get a negative 12. If I write a negative down here, if this 4 is a negative and this is a positive, I will get negative 12. But 3 minus 4 will result in minus 1. So we cannot write the negative, we cannot have a negative 4. So instead, we will have a negative 3 and a positive 4. A negative 3 multiplied by a positive 4 will give us a negative 12. A negative 3 plus 4 will give us a positive 1. Or you owe somebody $3 and you have $4. So you pay back the 3, you have 1 for yourself, and you don't owe the person anymore. Alright, so let us expand this. So what do we write? Negative 3, because we're dealing with x here. Negative 3x plus 4x. So what we do? Let us find out. We group. We group. We group. We group. Alright. So what we do next? We see 3x squared and we have negative 3x. So 3x is the common factor. 3x multiplied by what would give me 3x squared. Alright, so we multiply this by x. 3x multiplied by x will give us 3x squared. What must I multiply 3x by in order to get negative 3x? Alright, so we multiply that by minus 1. 3x multiplied by minus 1 will give us negative 3x. Then we continue. We see 4x. We see 4. What is our common factor here? 4 can go into 4x. Also 4 can go into this. So 4 is our common factor. 4 multiplied by what will give us 4x? Correct? X. 4 multiplied by what will give us a negative 4? Minus 1. A positive 4 multiplied by a negative 1 will give us a negative 4. Good. So what is our common factor here? X minus 1, and we have 3x plus 4. This is our answer. Very, very, very easy. Remember, head, belly, tail. Write your head first, write your tail, then we expand the belly. We have 4 terms, and we factorize. Thank you for watching. Thank you for returning. Thank you for visiting. Be sure to like and subscribe to be part of the wonderful online family. Until then, goodbye.